Alrighty, what's up everybody? My peeps! How's it going, you sexy bitches? Peter Joseph here for video number 2 on your 2 for Monday, May the 27th, 2024, or if you're watching on the replay, or whenever you're watching this, it is now May the 28th, 2024. You, my friends, are watching right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below, on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments because you'll be banished to the Shadow Realm, because that's where you belong, some of you. And so leave a comment if you wish, but leave comments about the topic at hand and not about stupidity, because I am not going to answer it. You're going to get blocked, and if you don't like that, well, cry me a river, bitch. Go cry to your mama. And that's it. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one, because if you miss anything, you're pretty much SOL, and you know what that means. And also, don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. But you gotta be real there too, because you will get blocked there too. So, don't do it. But you do it anyway, because you love me, and you got no life. And that's it. And if you're new here, you're just floating around YouTube at this late hour, or whenever, anytime you're watching, you come around my channel, you see my gorgeous, sexy face. And, you like what you see? You want more? Then first, hit that like button, and number 2, hit that subscribe button on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. A lot of content, and you can watch past videos from way back in the day, 2014 even, up to now, so the last 10 years basically. That's it. So you want to get, if you're new, you want to know more about me, besides fake lies other people have said about me, but you want to learn about my channels, you want to see videos from way back in the day, then, you can do that by subscribing, and if you want future videos, please don't forget to hit that bell and turn on all notifications, so hopefully the videos will be sent out to you when they get uploaded. And if not, blame Neil, and then you're going to have to unsubscribe and resubscribe again, hit the bell again, and then hopefully you'll get my videos. And if you're still not getting them, then I can't help you. You're just going to have to go to my channels and click on videos and see what the latest video is. That's it. Sometimes I can't help you every time, but YouTube's a cesspool sometimes. It's broken. Not like back in the day when it wasn't so broken. Well, now it's pretty much broken beyond repair. And that's pretty much it. But if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab a cold one, and enjoy the show. And if not, get out of here and go fuck yourself. And that's pretty much it. Go do your own video on your dead channel. It is what it is. I aim to please, and I try my best. But if you don't like me, I don't give a shit. Simple as that. And we move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, check out my first video of the night on my Metal Guy channel, my tribute to Bill Walton, the legendary Celtics center who passed away today at 71 due to cancer. So I did a little tribute to that, and I kind of went off on a tangent talking about the 80s and how great it was. And then a little rant near the end with Ticketmaster and Live Nation just being ridiculous with their prices. But that's another video from another time, so I just gave like a mini preview of that. So check it out down below in the description box on the Metal Guy channel. So rest in peace to Bill Walton, legendary Celtics center and broadcaster as well. So we got that. But right now on this late Monday night, May the 27th, 2024, or if you're watching tomorrow or anywhere, anytime else, it is now May the 28th, 2024, as we're pretty much almost at the end of May. We've got a couple more days Saturday will begin the beautiful month of June, and then about 3 weeks from now, we're gonna hit that great season of summer. And tomorrow's gonna feel like it here in the Northeast. 82 degrees tomorrow. But, hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. For some people, it was hot. Some people, it was on and off rain. Like today, it was just a monsoon on and off. But still, we made the most of it. And now, summer has unofficially started. But officially, it will start in about 3 weeks. And that's pretty much it. So the sun's going to be continuing to go down officially by around 8:45, getting close to 9 o'clock. And then pretty much when we hit July, I think in the middle of July, then the sun starts going back earlier and earlier and earlier. And pretty much by the time we hit November, the first week of November, the sun will be going down officially at about 4:30, then dark by about 5 o'clock. Up until the beginning of March, when we spring ahead again, and then we do this all again. By the time we hit late April, and mid-May, sun's going down about 8:15, close to 8:30, and then by the time we hit June and early July, it's dark by 9. So that's how it is. That's how the cycle is. So, but we get all that. Father's Day is coming up in, I believe, 3 weeks as well. So be good to your papa. And that's that. And then around the corner, we got July 4th weekend. That's going to be pretty huge. And then for me, my week-long vacation coming up at the end of July. Well, not the end of July, like the week before the end of July. So I'll be away pretty much near the end of July. So no videos at all. I might chime in here and there with a community post, but nothing related to videos at all. I know July 26th is Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor. I'm not gonna review it. I'll do my predictions on Twitter. Review will also be on Twitter. And then also the reviews for Raw, NXT, Dynamite, Ring of Honor, TNA, Death Before Dishonor, SmackDown, Rampage, Collision. It's like 9 different shows that week. All the semi-reviews. I'm not going to review every match. I'm just going to say, Raw got a 9.5 or whatever it was. I'm just hypothetically saying. So that will be on Twitter. And my predictions also will be on Twitter as well. And I might do up a community post during my vacation as well. So people who think I'm not going on vacation, can't prove it. So I already have, so many times before. So I don't have to do it again. So, but that's a little over a month and a half away. So, but I will be gone pretty much the week of Death Before Dishonor. But I will be back on that late Sunday night, right, 2 days after Death Before Dishonor, which is like 26th. So I'll be back on the 28th. So from the 21st to the 28th of July, I'll be gone for about a week or so. So I'm taking a little break from my vacation, and I'll be back late Sunday night. I probably will actually talk about Death Before Dishonor. So I'll do I'll review it. I'll give you my rating on Twitter, but then I'll do a full video review of Death Before Dishonor on the 28th of July. So check that out. Coming up in July, but not now. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Monday night, it is time for your late night Monday night Raw review for May the 27th, 2024, the aftermath of King and Queen of the Ring. We have a new king in Walton, and on SmackDown, we have the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. We have a new Raw Women's Champion in the beautiful Liv Morgan. Sami Zayn retained his Intercontinental title over Chad Gable and Big Bronson Reed. We'll see where that goes as we are now on the road to Clash at the Castle in Scotland, June the 15th, where the main event will be Drew McIntyre. Well, I don't know if that's going to be the main event, but it should be. Drew McIntyre taking on Damian Poppy Priest for the Raw World title. And we'll see what happens with that. So, we're going to start the road to that. We're about a couple weeks away, about 2 weeks away, actually. So, we only got one stinking match. But we're going to probably get more as this week and really next week kicks in. Because most of the matches are probably going to be rematches besides Poppy Priest and Drew, which is a new match, even though it's a rematch for WrestleMania. So, we're going to see what happens as we get into the end of this week. And next week on Raw, we should have somewhat more matches announced. And then the final card, probably by June the 10th. And then June the 15th is Clash at the Castle, which I believe will be starting, I think at 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it's Scotland, which is around the UK area. So, about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in the East Coast and in Puerto Rico, we get all that. So, we'll see what happens with that. But I think it's going to start about 3 o'clock here in New York and in Puerto Rico. So, pay-per-view will probably end about 6, maybe 7 o'clock. New York, Puerto Rico time. But we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, let's get into Monday Night Raw, the Aftermath show. So, it emanated from the End Market Arena in Savannah, Georgia, Peach Country. And our commentary team, as always on Monday nights, Mitchell Cole and a man who says, son of a big son of a bitch a lot on tonight's show, Pat McAfee. That too. We move on with that. Alright, let's get into the show. The show wasn't that bad. Let's get into it. And let's not waste any more of your precious time. Because we gotta go to bed soon. Here. I can go up. I can stay up. Oh! Nah, no. Ask your mama. But I digress. Anyway. Alright, so we start off with a humongous King and Queen of the Ring recap. So if you didn't see King and Queen of the Ring, then gotta watch Raw for the recap. And SmackDown as well, too. Coming up on Friday. Alright, then we start off with a spotlight in the ring. And we don't know who's in the ring, but then we get closer. It's Marcel Barthel of Imperium. And he's in a nice black suit from the Men's Warehouse. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you wanna look like Marcel Barthel or anybody who wears a nice suit. Even the ladies too. If you're a lady, you can go to the Women's Warehouse. But anyway, you want to look good for a presentation or a wedding, whatever it may be, a date. You want to look good? Then go to the Men's Warehouse. Because for some of you people, not all of you, which you don't get discounts like I do when I go there. But when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you might like the way you look. I can almost guarantee that. But when I go, they hook me up. So I like the way I look. They can guarantee it. So it is what it is. But anyway, Marcel Barthel in a nice black suit. He introduces the new King of the Ring, King Walter. So all hail King Booker. Walter. So he comes out carrying his crown because he's not going to wear it. Which is kind of odd. So then we pause for a "We Want Randy" chant. Because the controversial ending to that match where Randy's shoulder was clearly up, the referee didn't see it. So Walter gets the mic, brags about that. About beating Randy to earn the crown. He says, well, with that out of the way, I'm going to challenge whoever is the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. Then mentions that he elevated the Intercontinental title to new heights, 666 days. I don't think anybody's gonna get that. And now he has done it again with the King of the Ring, bringing honor and prestige to the crown. So I got that. And then Then Poppy Priest comes out by himself and says that Walter didn't really win anything because Randy's shoulder was up. He's like, yeah, I cashed in after winning a ladder match because that's how it works. You earn your title shot. Unlike you, Walter, really, you did earn it, but cheated to win. But it is what it is. The win is a win. So Priest offers to teach him a lesson. Walter says that Poppy Priest can teach him before SummerSlam, so a little bit tease. I was like, oh, it's going to happen tonight? No. So Priest says, okay, King, I'll teach you after, and then you can call me World... Oh, well, actually, no. Gunther... I can't talk. It's late. Walter says Priest can teach him before SummerSlam and call him King, or teach him after and call him World Heavyweight Champion. So we got that. So a little tease. Maybe a fight might happen. But then Drew McIntyre, the number one contender, comes out. He's like, hi, I'm Drew McIntyre. To Walter, like he didn't know who he was. So Walter's like, alright, you guys can talk. I'm out of here. I'm the king. You can do whatever I want. Alright, so Drew says that the Judgment Day has been screwing up left and right. You know, JD McDumbfuck losing every fucking match. Finn not doing so great. You know, Finn Balor not doing so great. Dom basically helping Liv keep her title. And Mommy's not happy with it. And oh yeah, I did see a video of her and Buddy eating dinner and she's singing that stupid, goddamn, horrible song by the Antichrist of music, Mr. Justin Bieber. Baby, baby, baby. Somebody shoot Justin Bieber in the head so we can just get rid of him. Please. Or just deport him. Not even deport him back to Canada. Exile him. Exile him and let him stay and rot in hell. Otherwise known as Canada. But I digress. Let me move on with that. Fuck him. But, Rhea, could you next time you go to dinner, could you plead with Buddy Murphy? Can you please pick something better than Bieber? Just saying. I mean, you could have sang, Motionless in White, something, Eternally Yours, or something like that. Maybe even Slaughterhouse, I don't know. One bit of edition, under God! I can't even sing like that, but I probably just turned you off. But you ladies loved it. But I guess you kids are not ready for that. No, I gotta say it the way it's meant to be said. I guess you guys are not ready for that yet. But your kids are gonna love it. Back to the Future 1 and 2, by the way. Anyway, move on. Alright, so blah 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 blah. So Drew comes out, says the Judgment Day has been screwing up left and right since Mommy Rhea Ripley left because of her shoulder injury, but she got married, that's why she took the time off. But she's coming back by SummerSlam. Because she's got to do her honeymoon, bang, Buddy Murphy, probably get knocked up, who knows. Hopefully not, but then doing that in that time frame. But we move on. Anyway, then we hear about some British wrestling legends like Fitz Finlay and Regal! Regal! War Games! That guy. And the British Bulldogs. Great British wrestlers who never won the world title. And Drew says, I am the first UK man to win the world title, and I've done it 2 times. And I'm about to get it back for the 3rd time. So he gives us a quick geography lesson. He's like, oh, Wales is right here, among this big island of the UK. Wales is here, and way up top is Scotland. Like, we didn't know that! But for you dumb fucks who smoke a lot of weed, you failed geography in school. And failed science, for that matter, too. Have you seen your anus? You know where your anus is? It's dark. I'll tell you that much. And stinky. But I digress. Anyway, so gives us a geography lesson, because they don't teach it here in America, as he draws out where Scotland is located. Okay. So Drew says WWE has called him a psycho, the Terminator, but in Scotland, they just call him Drew, because everyone is like that. And then Priest's like, hey Drew, is your wife gonna be at the pay-per-view like she was at WrestleMania? Ooh. So Priest is trying to get under Drew's skin, but then Braun Strowman comes out. I'm like, why? But Braun comes out for a reason, because he's about to squash JD McDumbfuck. And then he just gets in, looks at Priest, looks at the belt. Priest's like, alright, I see you. That's another possible contender. And we'll see what happens with all that. So, first segment was pretty decent. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night Raw. That's it. Alright, then we go to JD McDumbfuck's funeral to Braun Strowman, which lasted longer than it should have. 9.5 minutes. You know, Finn Balor at ringside. Blah, 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 blah. He got, JD McFlurry got in a few moves, and then Finn Balor tries for a distraction, and then Golito, who spits in the face of people who want to be cool, he tries to for a cheap shot, but then Braun just picks him up by his his freaking afro, beats him up, lays him out, and then Strowman picks up JD McDumbfuck, hits that running British Bulldog-like power slam. 1, 2, 3 in 9.5 minutes. He gets the win. And I didn't really give 2 fucks about this match. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. As the Judgment Day continues to crumble. And that's pretty much it. After the match, Strowman kills out the Judgment Day and Carlito again without much trouble. And then JD McDumbfuck thinks he's a hero and hits Braun Strowman in the back with the chair. Braun's like, yeah, you, and then goes after him, runs him off to the back, and that's pretty much it. And we move on with that. All right, then we go to Dave Morgan with a little interview with, I believe, Kathy Kelly. Didn't know that Dominic Guerrero was going to interfere on Saturday in her match with Becky Lynch, but she's ready to beat Becky again, but this time in a cage to retain her newly won Raw Women's Championship. And he says, if you don't believe me, watch me. Okay, got that. Alright, so 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, after that, we go to Judgment Day's clubhouse. We see Finn Balor, Carlito talking. They can't find JD McDumbfuck because he's running away from Braun Strowman. Poppy Priest comes in, not happy with Finn Balor and Carlito. Like, what was that out there? Like, oh. So then, I think Priest tells Carlito to get out of here because he has a match with Rey Mysterio coming up. And then, as he leaves, he runs into JD McDumbfuck. He's like, oh, here he is. And that's pretty much it. And then he says something else and leaves. So Judgment Day is not doing so well. And I think they're going to break up. Probably Priest is going to go his own way. Probably turn face pretty soon. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Was what it was. Alright, then we go get a look back at Braun Breaker. Basically murdering that kid, what's his name, Kale Dixon last week. And then basically destroying Ricochet's ribcage. So we get that. And then we found out from Adam that Adam Pearce suspended him. Like, that's going to stop Braun Breaker. We get that. Alright, then we go to the back. We see Ricochet's all banged up last week. He's in the trainer's room getting patched up. Adam Pearce comes in sees how he is. Doctor says he's cleared. And then Ricochet's like, I want Braun Breaker. Pearce is like, well, that can't happen because he's suspended. And then Ilya Dragunov, the Russian dragon, comes in and says, well, thanks for the save last week. If, you want to fight me, let's fight and see who the better man is. He says, when you're better, we can fight. So Ricochet's like, well, the doctor says I'm cleared, so let's do it tonight. And Adam Pearce is like, is that good for you? Well, Ricochet's like, that good for you, Adam? That is official. So we got the match coming up next. And that's that. Alright, so I gave that segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to Ricochet and Ilya Dragunov, but first, we get another QR code from Uncle Howdy. And, that QR code led to a statement from Wendy Lucho, the kidnapped, therapist, which turns out to be an anagram from Uncle Howdy. And then it leads to more, weird URLs in it. Just weirdness. And then we see, there's another part of the video. We were in some type of room. And I think somebody was in the chair. I don't know, it's under a black mask. I couldn't even tell. And then, if you look closely in the mirror, it, flashes, it looked like the Fiend. So, Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six are coming, pretty soon. And, remember when I said, I talked about that URL that said, what did it say, Reigns View or something like that? Well, that leads to June 17th, which is a Monday night. So, in 2 weeks, we could possibly see the debut of Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six, which is going to be consistent of, get ready for spoilers here, ladies and gentlemen. So if you don't want to hear who the Wyatt Six is, then turn off the video right now. Okay, for those of you who stayed with me, the Wyatt Six will be Uncle Howdy, it'll be Dexter, Joe Gacy, Nikki Cross, okay, that's 4, with Uncle Howdy, 4, trying to think, Eric Rowan will be in it, and I forget the 6th guy. Well, we know Nikki Cross will be, I don't know why, but she'll be Sister Abigail. We have Uncle Howdy, we have Dexter, Joe Gacy, and Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan will probably play what he used to play in the Wyatt family as the big sheep, the sheep with the sheep mask on. I don't know who's gonna play Ramblin' Rabbit. Probably be Gacy. And then the Fiend character will probably be played by Dexter. And I think Mercy the Buzzhead, I don't know who's going to play that. I read it somewhere, I can't think of it. I don't know those names. Of Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy, Dexter, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. I don't know who the 6th person is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, so. But that's basically the gist of who of what the Wyatt Six is going to consist of. And their debut will be June the 17th, so mark that date on your calendar. But I think we're going to get on NXT, we're going to get more QR codes tomorrow, probably through the rest of the week, definitely on SmackDown, and then next week on Raw, probably at Battleground, and probably the final SmackDown, which will be the June the 7th. No, take that back. June the 14th SmackDown. Probably get the final QR code saying, "Oh, we're coming Monday night, June 17th." So, get ready. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six coming in about 2 weeks, and that's it. Actually, it'll be 3 weeks from this episode, but you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, alright, so we see that before the match, and then the match happens. Nice 10.5 minute match. It was great. It's also a Dragunov chopping away to start. Ricochet and his bad ribs is wrestled to the mat, and a German suplex gives the Russian Dragon a near fall. And then Dragunov hits a running knee, bites the rope as we go to break. Ah! Ew. Don't know if that tastes good. Anyway, we come back from break. Dragunov strikes away, goes to the Constantine special, gets broken up, and then Ricochet hits a moonsault on the floor, and then goes to the 450 and missed. And then Dragunov gets back up. This time hits the Constantine special for a near fall. Then he plays Ricochet with a power bomb. Goes to the top rope. Goes to the H-bomb. It gets blocked. Ricochet then hits the recoil. Then he goes up top. Hits the shooting star press on Dragunov. Looked like he was about to win the match. But then Braun Breaker comes in. Spears Ricochet in half again. Causes disqualification. So Ricochet wins by DQ. And that's it. So, match was still great. And I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. After the match, Dragunov tries his luck with Braun, but gets speared as well. And then referees and a couple of agents come out. Adam Pearce comes out, starts yelling at Braun as they're going up the ramp. Up the entranceway, yelling at him. Then they stop. Braun looks at Pearce. Pearce like, oh, he's like, it looked like he was like ready to get, either beat up or he was like ready to throw down. And Breaker ain't having any of that. It's like, oh, I can do whatever I want. I don't care about being suspended. Well, maybe you're gonna be suspended without pay next time, or you're gonna get heavily fined. But you got the money. Look at that. Alright, so that's that. Then after the break, we see Kathy Kelly, in the back, trying to get a word with maybe Adam Pearce or Braun Breaker, but they're arguing once again. Pearce is still yelling at Braun, and then he walks off, and he meets up with Kiana James, the resident attorney. I don't know what that situation is going on. I think Kiana James is going to be like Adam Pearce's assistant. Or love interest, I don't know. I don't care. And I'm not putting in my shit. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to probably one of the weirdest segments of the night. We got the Awesome Truth. You said my name! Mike, it's late. I just said the Awesome Truth because that's their name of the team. Yeah, I know, but my name is awesome. Because I'm awesome. I know you are. But, it's Miz and R-Truth, the Awesome Truth. That's what they named them. Yeah, but they're not awesome like me. Mike, come on. I know you're more awesome than the Miz, but, well, that's a fact, Mr. Joseph. I know, Mike. Can you just, every time I say the Awesome Truth, can you just, not be here? I'll try, but, I just can't. Every time I hear my name, I gotta come on. Yeah, but sometimes, I don't want you on my show. Nothing personal. You're my boy and everything, but, sometimes, Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry. It's okay, Mike. It's okay, Mike. You want to say goodbye to your great fans who want you in the Hall of Fame? Come on. Go ahead. Do it. Bye, fans. Bye. Please vote for me in the Hall of Fame. Bye. Okay, get out of here. Please, get out. You gotta love Mike Awesome, he's just great. He's just a great guy. Anyway, so the Awesome Truth are running an ice cream truck. And then, the new day of Coffee Kingston and Xavier Woods, they come up, ask about some contest for a tag team title shot. And out of that, R-Truth's like, hey, you're vanilla, you're white. And Miz is like, you mean I'm vanilla? What does that make you? Strawberry. What? Anyway, so it is what it is. So they, they leave and get out of here. So I'm like, this segment needs to end. Just shut up. Anyway, and then Killer Cross comes in, Kofi mocks him for being all cryptic with his segments the last 2 weeks. So Cross warns them about the Authors of Pain. So Xavier Woods tells them to bring on Tokar and Razor. That's stupid. From the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was like, come on, dude. You could have just said Bebop and Rocksteady. I mean, come on. So, I don't know where this is leading to. I still think the New Day are going to turn heel eventually, and maybe Cross does something with them. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. And I didn't care for this segment, because it was just retarded with art, retarded like R-Truth. But it is what it is. 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, speaking of the Authors of Pain, they're in our next match as they take on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. Alright, so Precious Paul Ellering's at ringside and the lovely Scarlet Bordeaux. Also there with Killer Cross. Creed brothers are out with the beautiful Ivy Nile. Match lasted just under 3 minutes. By the way, did I just say under 3 minutes? Yes, I did. And that's that. I mean, the Creed brothers, tried their best and basically got beat the fuck up. So, anyway, Brutus slugs away, gets elbowed in the face for a near fall, and then Razor grabs a neck crank, circa 1924, misses a charge in the corner, gets the hot tag to Julius, comes in, for some suplexes, and then a bunch of nip-ups. And then Scarlet and Ivy Nile have a little bit of a cat fight! Scarlet sends Ivy into the ring steps to cause a distraction, which broke up the Brutus ball. And then we get a suplex sit-out powerbomb combo, which is a new finisher for the AOP, and is aptly dubbed "What a Rush" by the ever so great Legion of Doom, the World Warriors, whatever you want to call them, Hawk and Animal. That finishes off Julius in just under 3 minutes to get the win. Match gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. So, the AOP have a new finisher called What a Rush, aptly dubbed by Mr. Precious Paul Ellering, the long legendary manager of the LOD, Hawk and Animal. Hey Hawk, what do you think of that? Well, let's ask Animal first. Animal, what do you think of that finisher? It's like, we died on Danger. We live on... whatever it is. I fucked it up, I'm sorry. Anyway. We live on Danger, died on Death. Tell him, Hawk. Well... That's all he says. Well, and then he just goes on to a monotone promo. But I think every time Hawk did a promo, like Animal would just go berserk in his promo, and then Hawk, not to be outdone, would be like, "Well, I'm gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts. Well, whatever. Just the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors." Probably one of my favorite tag teams of all time. If you haven't seen that video, it's still up on my old Shadow Slayer channel. Episode, I don't even know what number. But it's still there, for now. It'll eventually be gone because it's been dormant for like a year now because I can't get into the account anymore because I forgot my password. Not that I forgot my password. It's just that, when I changed over to my new phone, stupid me forgot and changed my number, forgot to change everything that I had on the old phone to the new phone and the new number. I had to change the 2-step verification, all that other shit. So, I messed up, I done fucked up, that's why I made the backup channel. You were trying to get through to my email and, try to get the codes and everything, but the codes I tried to get are from my old phone number. Now I can't use it because I have a new number. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to scrap it, leave it leave it dormant. Leave the videos are still up, you can watch. But now I have the Shadow Slayer channel, which is on 29 episodes right now. I lost like 270 something subs, but it is what it is. So I had to start all over again. Now I'm on 12 subs, but what are you gonna do? I'll if you want to subscribe to the Shadow Slayer channel, link is down below. So probably take me like 50 years to get up to like 100 subs, or even more than that. But it's just there, If I don't get like 100 subs by the end of the year, it's fine. It's fine. I might just throw it away for good by the end of the year. I'll just like say, forget the Shadow Slayer. I'll just put it on one of my main channels. Or just call it something else, I don't know yet. I don't know. I might keep it. I might not. I might start over at 0. I don't know. I'll probably keep it. But let's see what the next 6 months go for the Shadow Slayer channel. But we move on with that. But in any case, please, let me stretch. Let me do that. But please, for those of you who did subscribe to my original Shadow Slayer channel, wondering what the hell happened to it. I haven't seen a video in like a year. What happened? Well, now you know that, circumstances beyond my control, I cannot get into the channel anymore. Not that anybody took the channel or hijacked it, it's just I can't get into it anymore. My mistake, is my fault. So I had to make the backup channel, so please subscribe to that channel. Link is down below. And you can watch all 29 episodes right now. So there you go. For all those of you who have followed me on the Shadow Slayer channel, and even you newcomers out there. So, that's that. The link will be down below in the gobbledygook. So, subscribe right now. That's that. Alright, so I gave the Authors of Pain, beat down of the Creed brothers 2.25 out of 5 stars. So, eventually, they need a perk, if you know what I mean, perk angle, basically. That's that. So, eventually, we're gonna get Chad Gable and the Creed brothers as a mega team angle-like faction pretty soon. Because they're getting to it. We're getting baby steps. Baby steps. We saw it last week on Raw. Now we have a little progression, and then pretty much in the next month or so, we're gonna get the eventual turn of the Creed brothers to heels, and they gotta team up with Chad Gable. Maybe and Ivy Nile will probably be in the group or not. Who knows? And that's it. Alright, so moving on from that. Alright, then we get a look at what happened to Raul Mendoza last week after getting the crap beat out of him by Carlito. That too. And then we see Rey Mysterio, booyaka, booyaka, talking about Carlito taking a wrong path out of jealousy over Dragon Lee, taking his spot at WrestleMania. So it says, tonight, Carlito isn't going to face an old friend, because he's going to find out what happens when you face the LWO. That's pretty much it. Simple, right to the point. Promo from the legendary Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. That's it. And so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we see Braun Strowman limping around looking for JD McDumbfuck. And get that. Then we get a Memorial Day video because America. That's what WWE does during the major holidays, especially for Memorial Day and Martin Luther King Day, Veterans Day, stuff like that. Tribute to the troops, shit like that. All right, so we got that. All right, then we see Sheamus. Fella! He's walking. He was walking to the ring before this little segment. And if you notice, you see JD McDumbfuck talking to Liv Morgan. And then I think it was during this segment we see some type of weird-looking woman. We didn't know who it was. It kind of like, I don't know, it was like a blur. I didn't see it at first. I had to watch the replay. We see this woman who I thought it was Rhea Ripley because of the hair and the face, but maybe that's because it was blurred. But upon a second look, people are saying it's Alexa Bliss was backstage. So maybe Miss Bliss will be coming back to Monday Night Raw pretty soon. Because we haven't seen her in like over a year or so. Because she had the baby, she got married, this and that. Got injured, I think, too. But she's going to be coming back probably, I'd say before SummerSlam. Or at SummerSlam, we don't know. Lots of returns coming your way. Roman, Punk, Alexa Bliss, maybe some others, maybe some debuts, who knows. But we go to that. Anyway, so Sheamus is here, fella, talking to Kathy Kelly. He hypes up King of the Ring again, where he goes, banger after banger after banger after banger. But sadly, he was ousted in the first round, I think by Ilya Dragunov. I forget. But in any case, no, it was by Walter, actually, I think. Anyway, so he blames Marcel Barthel, but isn't bitter about that. The only thing he isn't happy about is Walter's coat rack bragging about what he did, meaning Marcel. He's in the ring, and then Marcel Barthel pops up on the screen, on the Tron, and says Sheamus is always talking. So Sheamus like, alright, I'm gonna go get you. I'm gonna just go to the back. So we follow him to the back. We don't know where he is, and then out of nowhere, Marcel Barthel jumps him from behind. Then we have a big, humongous fight, which goes to the back, then heading into the arena, and eventually Adam Pearce and the referees have to break it up, as usual, and that's pretty much it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Next week on the program from Hershey, Pennsylvania, by the way, we're going to get Sheamus fella taking on Marcel Barthel 1-on-1. Not going to be a, big beefy men slapping meat match, but we'll see what happens with that. So, good segment, 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Then we go to the ladies' locker room where we have the man, Becky Lynch, giving her good friend, also fellow Irish woman, Lyra Valkyria, a pep talk before Lyra goes to the ring. And we get to our next match as Lyra will face off against my second wife, Kylie Zane, with a new theme song. I mean, I like the pirate theme. Yeah, it is what it is. A stupid, stupid fucking themes by that stupid company, CFO, whatever it is. Can we get some better themes for Kyrie and Asuka? I like Asuka's original theme, not the one when she came back and came back as like her dark Kana gimmick, which has worked and has not worked. I hope when she comes back, when Asuka does come back, whenever that might be, she comes back with an even better theme song. But we'll see what happens with that. So anyway, Kyrie versus Lyra Valkyria with the lovely Dakota Kai at ringside. We see Lyra with banged up ribs, and then we see that crazy fucking annihilator by Nia Jax basically squashing the ribs and the of Lyra. It was just sick, that ending of that match. I don't know what you were thinking, Lyra, but you basically got 300 and change pounds of big fat Nia Jax crushing your innards. I'm not talking about Leonard Skinner's innards, but your innards. And that's pretty much it. So anyway, match was pretty short, under 4 minutes. Lyra takes Kyrie down to start, but she has to grab her ribs because they're hurting so bad. And then a Northern Light suplex by Lyra hurts the ribs even more. Kyrie then catches her on top, hits a hard sliding forearm to those ribs, and then a stomp to make it even worse. So Kairi being smart, going for the injury, goes up top for the insane elbow, and it gets blocked with raised boots by Lyra, and then Lyra grabs a fruit roll-up. 1, 2, 3, she gets the win in under 4 minutes. So once again, Kairi has to lose. Why? Why is Kairi and Asuka losing so much? In singles matches. I'm not talking about what happened at Backlash. Asuka was, like, not even 100%. This match was still great. So, you know, they just ran into a brick wall named Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. You know, now that Asuka's hurt, Kairi has to take, you know, the blows at Dakota Kai losing matches she should win. And Io is just, you know, why did she lose to Lyra in the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring? Why? Would have been nice to have. Would have been great to see Bianca and Io go at it again, and Io win Queen of the Ring, which they should have done, but they went with Nia. Woo! Jax. Boring. So we get that. So Kairi loses, pissed me off. I think it pissed another woman off. I'll get to her in a little bit. Alright, so match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to back. We have Poppy Priest still not happy with Carlito for still being, you know, around them. Carlito then steps out and leaves. Finds JD McDumbfuck again. Did we have this segment before? Anyway. So he leaves. Priest isn't happy with JD McDumbass for talking to Liv Morgan a little bit earlier. He's like, anybody see Dom? So on cue, Dominic Carlito essay comes in. Priest is not happy with him for what happened, but he's like, you better have a good explanation for this, Dom. So Dom says, you know, I'll make it right tonight, and I'm gonna make it right with Mommy. You know, Mommy's like, you were just protecting me, you were doing this and that. Lie, obvious lie. You're capping. You're capping there, Dom. Stop capping. So we get that. So Judgment Day is just a mess right now. A complete mess. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars as well. Alright, then we see Io watching what happened to her teammate, Kairi Sane, who lost to Lyra Valkyria. So then we see So we see Dakota Kai and Kairi coming into the dressing room, well, this room, and they're kind of like laughing, and then we see Kairi like, yay! She's mad, and then Io just looks at them. It's like she picks up a freaking lamp, and then smashes it to pieces. Puts her foot through a obvious broken table, breaks that, smashes a freaking picture. She is pissed! And she's like screaming in Japanese, you know, craziness. Io is pissed, and rightfully so. Breaks a whole bunch of shit, screams and yells like a banshee, and then she goes to leave, and Dakota and Kairi like, what the fuck? You do not, and I mean do not, want to piss Io off, and I know that the hard way. When I don't give her enough dick, she goes into a rage. Kind of like the missus sometimes, you know, she doesn't get enough dick. Oh yeah. I got so much to give, and I can only give. You know? It's like that U2 song. And you give, and you give, and you give yourself away, with or without you. Okay, like I said. But yeah, you know what I'm getting at, I guess. Well, so maybe you're not. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Anyway, that's what they call satire. I can be funny, I can joke around, I can amuse you, I don't wear a red, I'm not a clown, I'm not here to amuse you. You know, but some people love it. They watch, and you will too. So, basically, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get this little ditty up. I should have done this earlier with the clip, but basically, EO said, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." That's what she did. That's what she did. I'll play it again. Here we go. Hopefully.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No thanks.
Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave.
Excuse me, please.
Excuse me, please.
double that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Alright then.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah. That's what EO said. Fuck this shit, I'm out. And that's pretty much it. So EO is pissed, and you do not want to cross EO when she is pissed, because she will probably rip off your dick or choppy your pee. That's pretty much it. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Moving on with that. All right, then we go to Rey Mysterio, booyaka booyaka, along with Selena Vega and Mr. Joaquin Wild. So we had that. Selena Vega, I feel sorry for your husband, dude. I do, man. Tommy and Malachi Black, whatever you want to call him, he went to war with Edge in that barbed wire cage match. Both men were bloody as fuck. And even with, Malachi somehow opening the door, and then Brody King and Buddy Matthews coming out, and they kind of teased joining up with Edge, and then just turned around again. It's like, oh, we're going to help Malachi. And eventually they got knocked down. Gangrel makes an appearance from underneath the fucking ring. He came from hell, spit in Brody Lee's face, and then hit the impaler on both of them after that. And then Edge hit the spear, and then he locked in the cross-race with the barbed wire, and basically Malachi passed out. Oy. Great match. Even Edge going to the top of the barbed wire cage, mind you. You sick fuck, Edge. Diving off with a really kind of sloppy elbow, which kind of hurt him. I think they said that he was banged up. Well, he's gonna be okay, obviously, but he got fucked up that whole match. Malachi wasn't even that. He was still hurt a lot, but he'll be okay. Now, I don't know what his contract status is going to be. They might re-sign him. They might let him go back to WWE with Buddy Murphy. And I don't know about Brody King's contract status. I think Julia Hart will stay, obviously, and turn back to being a face, which sucks, but it is what it is. That means bye-bye to her epic theme song. I hope not, but I would keep Julia Hart a heel. I wouldn't even dare to turn her face, because her theme just fits her. It's her evil way. It's turning her face, and then you have to take that theme off. Or she has to sing like a happy theme. Like, shiny, happy people. One of those themes. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens when Julia comes back from her shoulder injury. And that's pretty much it. But, in any case. But, yeah, I feel bad for Selena Vega. I really do. I think she needed a hug. And I wasn't there to give her to her. Anyway, as a fellow New Yorker would. But, yeah, then again, Malachi could have woke up from the hospital and kicked my ass, but not the first time I should say, but I did meet Malachi Black way back in the day when he was wrestling for FBW, Five Borough Wrestling, here in Brooklyn, New York. Among other people who have wrestled for that promotion, Eddie Kingston, DJ High was there. Lots of people. Lots of guys. Even when Evolve came around to Brooklyn sometimes. I met Drew McIntyre, Johnny Gargano, Ciampa, I didn't meet Walter. I saw Walter. He almost killed Joe Gacy. I am not lying. I think it was Evolve 73, I think? I think it was like the early one of the Evolve shows. I think it was 73. I don't remember the actual number, but it is what it is. Walter, who I think was the Evolve champion at the time, I might be wrong on that. He fought Gacy, and you know those chops he hits? Oh. He chopped Joe Gacy to death. And, like, we knew it was coming, and we're like, shh. And he went, bam! And it felt like a gunshot went off in the freaking gymnasium. It was like a Catholic gymnasium. It was insane. And the cops are like right around, like, what the fuck? They're like at the ready. He was like, shit! Like a riot. The cops were like, I saw one cop had his hand on his freaking hip, like ready to pull out the Glock or something like that. I was like, yo. And it was, I mean, the chop was loud. And all of us like, oh my god! These freaking little kids are like, ah, Bobby! I mean, getting chopped by Walter, you better have life insurance upon life insurance. Because your soul will leave your body and never want to come back. Oh. But that was insane. I think Darby was on that show. Maybe later on, but... You know. Hi, guys! Do you remember me from Evolve when I was facing Johnny Gargano for the Evolve title? I was such a great champion. Remember that, guys? I was doing death-defying things there in Evolve because I'm a crazy motherfucker. When I live in Seattle, I weigh 175 pounds. Darby is fucking insane at Double or Nothing last night. Crazy. Gets into another freaking car accident. Like, Jack Perry, like almost killed the guy. And then Jack Perry goes from the back after, like, getting, you know, almost trying to run over Darby with another car or something like that. He goes in the back, going back to the arena, you know, through the entranceway. And he stops, pulls Tony Khan. He's like, get in there, Tony Khan! Takes Tony Khan all the way to the entranceway. And then we see Darby with his flamethrower, ready to go, like, shh, shh. Like, he's gonna do something. You know, I was like, gonna be a weary, sick fucking spot. So, he's like waiting for Jack Perry to come out. So, Jack Perry comes out with Tony Khan, throws him to the ground. And then freaking Darby comes from out of nowhere, psh, lights him on fire! Like, engulfed him, like, engulfed his freaking pants and shit. His legs. And the Bucks were just, like, waiting on the entranceway, you know, just to douse him with the fire extinguisher. So, you know, that was planned. I was like, oh, come on. You could have concealed that, you know, a little bit better than that, but it is what it is. So, and then you see Tony Khan just, like, rolling away after freaking Jack Perry got lit on fire. It's insane. That match was crazy to end the night. And then they tie up Darby, his legs, and then they, like, freaking hoisted him up. Like he was about to be a human pinata. Kind of like an old school, like, it felt like, the Age of the Fall when they hog-tied, I think it was Jay Briscoe, when he was busted wide open, and all the blood's going down Jimmy Jacobs' face and everything on his jacket. It was just nasty. It kind of reminded me of that. That was crazy. And everybody's like, please help Darby. I'm like, no, don't. I was like, please help Darby. Fuck you. That was crazy. And then freaking I think it was Matthew Jackson hits Dax the Axe Hardwood with an exploding chair. Like, blew up right in his fucking face. That was crazy enough. And then in the end, the Elite get the win. I was thinking Tony Khan would turn, but no. But they beat Danielson was trying to help. He's busted wide open. Almost everybody was busted wide open except for Okada. And the Bucks. That was pretty much it. Jack Perry was busted up a little bit, but he got lit on fire. And everybody's like, this fire burns. They're playing playing Punk's old theme song. You know, it's ECW/WWE theme song. By the great Killswitch Engage with Howard Jones. The better version of Killswitch, I think. I mean, no disrespect to Jesse Leach, the original singer of Killswitch, who's now back with them. They have like 3 records that came out with him. But Howard Jones is like, if there is no Killswitch without Howard Jones. Those 2 albums that came out that he had. The remix version of End of Heartache, and then the album that came after that with My Curse on it. Great albums, by the way, but, you know, you gotta, you know, it is what it is. A lot of people say that Jesse Leach is Killswitch, which you have a great point, and I agree with that. He's a great singer, no doubt about it, but freaking Howard brings that melodic thing like, there is love, you know, one of those things, and then he has that, like, now will be, you know, one of those things, you know, the guttural growls. I mean, he's just insane. The screaming is not even, Jesse Leach cannot even come close to Howard Jones' screaming level. Not even close. I don't care what anybody says. Howard Jones is way, I think in my opinion, this is my opinion, and you can have your opinion about Jesse Leach, but it is what it is. I think Howard is way better than Jesse Leach. And he should have never left Killswitch to go to whatever band he went to. He's doing his own thing now, still kicking ass. And he did come back to do a couple of shows where he was actually doing some of the songs, but Jesse Leach was there, and they just brought Howard on for a couple of shows. It is what it was, and that's it, pretty much it. Alright, so yeah, Darby, just some, you know, a nut job. Alright, so where was I? I don't know where I went with that, but anyway, okay. Alright, so Ray and Carlito comes out with Fiend Balor, I think. Blah, 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 blah. So this is their first singles match since 2004. Wow. And then McAfee says, I was a junior in high school at the time. And then Michael Cole's like, hey, I called that match. And I think McAfee said dick. Or he said something with a D in it. I think it was dick. They bleeped it, I think. Stupid USA Network. That's the first mistake. The second one was at the end of the show. But I digress. Back and forth match they went. It's a very good match. But in the end, Carlito tries for the backstabber. Gets blocked. And then he trips Carlito, setting up the 619. He hits that. Drops the dime. 1, 2, 3. And basically 10.5 minutes. Rey Mysterio gets the win over Carlito. And that was not cool. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, Poppy Priest comes in for a big old beatdown on Ray. Hits the Laser Lamon. Laser says, Chico, something happened to me. Something happened to this. Something happened to you, Chico. Laser Lamon. So he hits that. Judgment Day stands tall. And next week, we got a non-title match between Rey Mysterio and Poppy Priest. And see how that goes. I think Poppy may win the match, but then again, you know, the way that Judgment Day's been going lately, I think Poppy might lose through Ray, and Ray gets a future title shot. It's just non-title. So, oh, I won, now I should get a title shot. Yeah, Poppy Priest is still the champion by then. Oh yeah, the week after we're gonna get a title shot. Poppy Priest versus Ray 2. Electric Boogaloo. On the June 10th edition of Raw for the Raw World title, like Ray's gonna win that. No! So we'll see what happens with that next week. And we move on. Alright, then we see Chad Gable, thank you, asking Akira Tozawa. You know, Jack Farmer's only, Akira Tozawa only has one fan, and that's Jack Farmer. Hey, Jack. Anyway, why he wasn't in Saudi Arabia... Well, obviously, probably for travel issues, I don't know. But he's just disappointed in him. And then, says some other stuff. And then, Strowman once again pops in to look for JD McDumbfuck. Still can't find him. And then the big fat man, Otis, shows up. Gable tells him to make up for your mistakes that cost me the Intercontinental title. at King of the Ring, and he tells Otis, make up for it by beating one of your opponents, Big Bronson Reed. And that's it. Alright, so we go to the ring. So Otis is there, Chad Gable's there, Maxine Dupree, looking hot, and Akira Tozawa all at ringside for the match against Big Bronson Reed. This match lasted under 4 minutes. Back and forth they went. It was like two big beefy men slapping meat, but it wasn't really like they were really slapping the crap out of each other. But anyway, in the end, Otis tries for the caterpillar, and Gable was like, no, you don't do that. So Otis is like about to do it again. Gable yells at him even more, which allowed Bronson Reed to hit a super kick, then hits the tsunami on Otis, pins him in under 4 minutes. Match, didn't really care for it, 2.25 out of 5 stars. But then the aftermath, that was something to talk about. As we go to break, we come back, Gable calls the Alpha Academy into the ring for another one of those tongue lashings. Says like, we gotta have a meeting. So Otis Gable's like, Otis, go to the ropes and take your discipline. So he takes off his belt, about to lash the crap out of Otis. So he goes to do it, and then Maxine Dupree's like, no, you ain't doing that. And everyone's like, yay, Maxine! And then Gable gets all mad and says, get the fuck out of my ring. Maxine's like, okay, get out of the ring. And then Gable loads up again, but then we hear the music of Sami Zayn. Let's go! So he comes out and says something to Maxine. I think it's like, are you okay? No! So he goes to the ring, calls Gable a weak little man who can't get the job done. Ooh, I don't want to go there. Anyway, so that doesn't work for Chad, who loads up the belt to Otis again. Sammy takes it away, and he tries to talk some sense into Otis, leave this bum! Listen to the fans! You can do it! And then Gable's like trying to talk. It's like, don't listen to them! Listen to me! And he's like, take Sammy out. So Sammy's like ready for anything. The fans are chanting for Otis not to do it. Otis stands his ground. And then Gable's like, alright, let's get out of here. So that's pretty much it. Otis stays there for a little bit, and the fans are like, yeah, stay with Sammy, celebrate. And then Otis is like, alright, I'll go. That's pretty much it. So, this whole storyline, I'm actually a little interested in it, where Otis' allegiance will be, whenever this does end. And I think it's going to lead to Clash of the Castle. Gable's going to win the belt. I think Otis might turn heel, join up with Gable, to join up with the Creed brothers. And that's it. But I do see Gable winning the Intercontinental title finally. Holding it for a little while, losing it to, I have no idea who. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I gave the segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to a video on the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour, as she won the Raw Women's Championship at King and Queen of the Ring from Becky. Kind of thanks to Dom, but get that. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, the new #1 contenders to Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair's women's tag team titles, whenever that match is going to be. I think it's next week. So anyway, Zoe says, let's invite them to Raw so we can face them. And then Sonya Deville, who made her return last week, she comes back in. She comes in again. Says, they're talking like they're already champions. But, Shayna kind of like, shut up! Shouts her down. And then the Witches of Raw finally make their appearance again. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn come in. And looks like we're going to get a match next week on the program. For no apparent reason. So, we got that. Didn't they face them before? And Alba Fire and Isla Dawn got the shit beat out of them? It'd be nice for Alba and Isla to get the belts like they did in NXT, but I just think they're gonna be on Raw to just be like placeholders and just enhancement. They need somebody to like lose to like Charlotte or Asuka or Kyrie, Io. They're gonna be like, all right, we're just gonna put you in catering and we'll just call you out when we need you. That sucks. With somebody like Kaylee Ray, who was just a darling in NXT UK, former NXT UK Women's Champion, I might add. I think she was champion in regular NXT too, besides the tag team champions with Isla Dawn. That feud was crazy. But now, just basically relegated to doing nothing. It's just sad. Just sad. Alright, so anyway, I gave that segment 2.25 out of 5 stars. That's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the main event of the night. In a steel cage, brother! For the Raw Women's Championship, we have the man, Becky Lynch. Possibly her last match on Raw, and possibly in WWE, because her contract ends on Saturday. And right now, she hasn't re-signed. There was rumors that they're getting close to possibly a new deal. Who knows? But it takes on Liv Morgan. It's a pretty good match. Eventually, Dominic Gallardo once again comes down, stays outside the cage. Becky locked into the Disarmer in the ropes. They go to the corner. They crash back down. Dom, like I said, comes out, opens the door, begs Becky to crawl out. So he's trying to do his job and have Becky get the belt back, so that way when Mommy comes back, she can face off against Becky. But that didn't work, as Finn Balor and JD McDuffie come out like, hey, what are you doing here? What are you doing with Liv? And then Braun Strowman comes out. It's like, I found you, JD McDuffie. So he comes out, runs around the ring with them, and then just like basically pounces Dom. Dom flies into the door. The door hits Becky in the face, and then Liv just like crawls out, retains her title. Which the ending was kind of dumb. Still, but you knew Liv was gonna retain. But Dom fucked up again, and that's pretty much it. So match was a little under 13 and a half minutes. Wasn't that bad, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. So then Liv gets her title and goes up the ramp. Dom's like, oh damn, I fucked up again. Mommy's gonna be pissed again. So then they lock eyes, and then Liv just like looks at Dom and then the USA feed cuts, but if you watch it on the YouTube channel, you saw what happened. And Liv grabs Dom, kisses it, like basically makes out with the guy. Dom probably liked it. I don't know. I mean, he has a real like girlfriend. He's got like, he's getting sloppy seconds, sloppy thirds. Who knows? Dom, you lucky bastard. That's right, because he was doing like me yesterday. I know, Eddie. But you didn't have, you were kissing 3 other women. I mean, you had Vicky. I don't know how you got with Vicky. I mean, I've been watching your biography, and I'm like, how? I don't want to know. Like, oh, I met him at a club. Yeah, everybody meets at the club. Why not? Eddie met Vicky at the club. Then, she would go on Sundays to see Eddie wrestle in Mexico. And then, next thing you know, they're married. They have, kids. Dom. Because that's right, Dominic is my son, not Clay. Fuck Clay. Alright, calm down. That's that. I mean, I haven't finished it yet. It came on Sunday night during Double or Nothing, so I'm gonna probably try to finish it tomorrow. It's gonna be heart-wrenching, because it starts up with him in El Paso, Texas, and his hoop-de-hoop. Talked about Hector Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero Sr., we do see a little bit of Chavito, Chavo Jr., Hector Mondo, Chavo Sr., the times in Mexico, and when it was wrestling in Mexico, he was getting beat up. And then eventually go into his WCW days, his ECW days, with epic matches with Dean Malenko and Ray. Where mostly Eddie was beat the, won all his matches with Ray. He was winning, but because Ray won a few of them, but. And then we're gonna get to his days as Intercontinental Champion. Coming into the company with the Radicals. Probably we'll see that. I don't know, but we'll see that. Then with his epic feud with Chavo, his epic feud with Ray. Maybe they'll show the Dom Dom's custody thing, which Eddie should have won that, but Ray cheated, of course. And that's that. And then they're going to show when Eddie won the world title. And they're not going to show the thing with Benoit. Obviously, they're not. They're going to show Eddie winning the belt, holding on to it, and then, his last days when, sadly, he passed away in 2006, I believe. I think it was 2006 or 2007. And then that's pretty much it. And then, they're going to show the Eddie Guerrero memorial show, which was great. It's just going to be a heart-wrenching episode to watch. That's it. But this Sunday on Biography, or Legends, they're calling it. But I still call it Biography. This coming Sunday is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, which should be pretty good. And they're going to have one with for ECW. The Miz, Kane, I think, is on that. I think Trish Stratus or Lito is on it. So, new season of Legends / Biography coming your way on A&E. Should be some good shit. But this week is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And you're going to hear from Flair, maybe. I don't know if we're going to hear from Flair, but we'll see. We do see him winning the world title twice. Chi-Town Rumble 88. Crazy. That 2 out of 3 Falls match, probably still one of the greatest matches ever. Not the greatest match. I think in my list, the greatest match I ever of all time in my eyes is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. But not in the match with Flair. WrestleMania 3 against Macho Man Savage. Yeah. That is pretty much the greatest match of all time. Of all time. That's just my opinion, on my list. You can have your own list. It might be different from mine, but it is what it is. Alright, so Liv retains, thanks to Dom Dom again. Dom Dom fucked up again. And that's it. So Becky gets to win, Liv gets to win. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. So, like I said, Liv makes out with him, and then she breaks apart. It's like, and Dom's like, I don't know what to do. But we didn't see that. We just saw Liv back it up, and then that's it. The feed cuts right at 11 o'clock. And then you had to go to the YouTube channel to see the extended version where Liv made out with Dom Dom. And that's it. They might show it next Monday. But it'd be like, why didn't you show it afterwards? Dumbass USA Network. The only time we get an overrun is on NXT. Why? Why NXT? NXT, yeah, it's fine. We get an 8-minute, a 5 to 10, maybe sometimes 15-minute overrun. That's fine, it's NXT. But why can't we do it for Raw, and eventually we're going to have to do it for SmackDown when they debut in September? It's not I love the old days when Raw went 5 minutes. I remember one time Raw went to 11:30. Remember when Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H were defending they were defending the tag team titles against a guy named Benoit and Jericho, and that's the night that Hunter blew out his quad. Raw didn't end till about 11:30 at night. It was insane. I'm like, damn, who is this Raw gonna end? And finally ended around 11:30, 11:35, I think it was. Almost it was getting close to 11:45. I was like, I mean, we're gonna get a 4-hour Raw. And that was what it was back in the Attitude Era. It was just insane. It was like at 9. It started at 9 though, so we got 9 to 11:30. So we were like a 2.5, almost 3-hour show at the time. But that match was great. When they had the 11:05, the overrun went to 11:05. Then sometimes it would go to 11:10, 11:15, and then, like I said, that match went to 11:30. But there was nothing really on during that time on USA. There still isn't. Like, coming up next, La Femme Nikita. Like, and now coming up next, we got, we'll go to like the total sluts. I mean, total Bellas and whatever it may be, Ms. and Mrs. or Chrisley Knows Best. I mean, these boring as fuck shows that are on now. Now they're having a show like, oh, Race to New Zealand. Who gives a fuck about that? How about let's go to a replay of Raw. Like, you see it goes off, it goes off the air, and then, during the replay where you see like whatever happened, whatever we didn't see. Well, really, I think Raw Talk, that after show, that should be on USA Network at 11:05 or whatever it is. No, you just have to watch it on Peacock. Stupid. It's stupid. Yeah, exactly, Wrestling Cat. I agree totally. Zuzu don't even like it. She's doing what she's doing right now, sleeping. Like, I don't want to watch Total Bellas. I hate that show. I didn't even like it that much. I mean, I watched like most of it, And, Total Bellas and Total Divas, I watched some of that, the early years. Even the missus used to watch it too. She watched Total Bellas. It was like, oh, I like Nikki Bella. I like Brie. I don't get why John Cena, broke up with Nikki. She's a beautiful lady. I go, yeah, with fake tits. You know why? You know why Nikki Bella got Nikki Bella and John Cena, they broke up. You know why? Because John Cena's a fucking prick. That's why. You get too many fucking morals. They're like, I don't want kids. And I was like, I want kids. Make up your mind, John. I mean, John Cena went from hottie Nikki Bella to not so hot, what's her name? His wife's not all that hot. I'm sorry to say that. John Cena's he's loaded with money. He don't give a shit. He's probably thinking about a family with her. I don't even know. If he does, great for him. And great for his wife, but you had a chance with Nikki. But, you just treated her like shit. Gave her all these rules like you're a fucking dictator. You know that episode where you see, like, John Laurinaitis there, and, Nikki and Brie's family, and then Bryan Danielson's there, and they're all wearing suits to dinner, like, oh, we're gonna do this at dinner, and then the guys are gonna go into the cigar room, the women are gonna go somewhere, we're gonna do this every night. I'm like, oh, fuck, no, we're not. I'm not gonna come out down here and wear a fucking suit to dinner. I'm like, come on now. I don't have to do what you tell me. I don't have to go Rage Against the Machine on John Cena. I will do what you told me. Fuck you. I will do what you told me. Fuck that, John. I don't care if it is your house. I'll respect your house, but I'm not gonna come down every night and we're gonna have family dinner or like we're going out to some fancy restaurant, which you're dumb as, I mean, we're not in a fancy restaurant, Johnny, you're in a freaking mansion. You see me doing that shit, my XWF days? Fuck no. No, I never had it. I mean, I had extravagant parties, but, we had a lot of hotties were there, a lot of guys, I mean, but they were dressed normally. Just me coming down like I'm freaking the king. And then have Valerie Sky, you know who she is, Rosemary. It's good shit. I didn't have to have like sit downs like, oh, we're gonna wear this to dinner and then we're gonna go into the cigar room and talk about whatever. If we got an issue, we go to the cigar room and smoke some cigars. I'm like fuck that. No, I'm going to bed. Fuck that. Oh yeah, we'll talk and then I'm going to sleep. Like, we don't have to do extracurricular activities after that. Let the women talk and then do whatever they want to do. That's stupid. That's just stupid. That's just how John Cena, just came off as a fucking male chauvinist pig. I mean, yeah, he was probably having amazing sex with Nikki. I mean, that's given. I mean, look at Nikki. Nikki can just fuck anybody she wants because she's a total slut. Brie, probably the same way. I mean, she found Bryan Danielson. They had 2 kids. Nikki could have had kids with Dolph Ziggler, but she fucked that up. She should have never broke up with Dolph Ziggler. Because she broke with Dolph, got into the arms of a douchebag like John Cena, and then what happened? She knew that John was gonna have her, gonna give her any kids. She was gonna have a family with John, stupid fucking Cena. Dolph comes in and is like, hey, I'll give you kids. Oh, but with John, it's not gonna be right. If I was Dolph Ziggler, I'm like, oh, fuck John. I mean, not mean literally, I mean, fuck him. He ain't gonna give you kids. Dump this bitch. Get with me, I'll give you 6,000 fucking kids. I'll fuck you so good, you'll be popping out more kids than Rebby Sky right now. And she only has 5, but it's 4, sorry. Well, who knows with her? Because her legs are wide open like a 24/7 7-Eleven. But it is what it is. Dolph Ziggler and Nikki Bella could have had like 4, 5, 6 kids. Could have had amazing looking kids. But then she got with Artem, the dude from Dancing with the Stars, and had, what's his name? Moltar. I forgot what the kid's name is. I could care less. Brie had Birdie and Buddy. That's easy. With Bryan Danielson. I mean, they're having fun. But eventually, I think the oldest one, Birdie, is like telling Bryan Danielson, Daddy, stop wrestling! I mean, respect the kids. Danielson's gonna be gone probably in October. His last match is gonna be at the Tacoma Dome at Dynasty, Wrestle Dream 2 in October. That's gonna be his final match, but he's still gonna be with the company, but not fighting. It's gonna be like an agent, like an ambassador or something, like Sting is right now. You barely see him on Dynamite or Collision, maybe once in a while. Maybe do commentary. God forbid next to Nigel. But that should be his final match. Danielson versus Nigel. If it's not at All In, just do it at Wrestle Dream. I mean, but there's so many things that Danielson can do between basically June and October. So he's basically got 3.5, 4 months to go, and then Danielson probably won't wrestle again after that, because he's pretty much gonna be he's on the retirement tour now. He might be in the Owen Hart Cup. He should win that, and then he gets a title shot at All In. But then again, as much as I'd like to have Danielson as a champion and beat Swerve, I would rather have Danielson versus Ocean Spray again, that rematch, because that match at Dynasty was just amazing. Probably the match of the year. I think it is the match of the year. But I mean, I think they should have a rematch in Ocean Spray's home country. Now, if Ocean Spray is the Intercontinental Champion by then, because he beat Roddy on at Double or Nothing. Now, if he's still the champion, they could do like a title for title type thing, maybe. And then Ocean Spray is the world champion. But I mean, we'll have to see what happens with that. I think it's best to have Ocean Spray be the world champion, beating Swerve or beating, I don't know, well, Hangman Adam Page by that time. Who knows? But I think Ocean Spray will win the title by All In, and then hold it for a while, and then Danielson's probably gonna have his final match is probably gonna be against, if it's not Nigel. I think not, if they do not, him and Nigel, it's got to be at All In, because Nigel's from England, so it would be nice to have his, like, actual final match, you know, because he hasn't wrestled in, God knows, since his TNA days, basically, when it was Desmond Wolfe. That was the stupidest name ever. But he had a hot manager, Chelsea, not Chelsea Green, no, but the other Chelsea, you know, that was the last time he wrestled. It was like in the early 2010s. And then he had hepatitis C and everything. And I was like, oh, he's never going to wrestle again. And that was it. But, you know, every time that Danielson has a match, he has to, like, throw in quips. So, you know there's going to, you know, him and Danielson is like on a collision course. No pun intended with collision. They're on a collision course, and they're going to probably fight at All In England. And I think Danielson's probably going to beat Nigel again, like he beat him in 2009, some shit like that. And we'll have to see what happens with that. Alright, so anyway, that is it for my Raw review. Thanks for watching, everybody. I gave Raw 6.5 out of 10 stars. It wasn't a great show, but it is what it is. To each their own. Alright, so leave your comments down below. Subscribe to my channels. All down below in the description box, including this one. Smash that like button, the death stick the thumb straight up the wazoo. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything. And don't forget to share the video all over the goddamn place. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to sleep, because I got better things to do. You know, I'm gonna get some shut-eye. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm gonna get up tomorrow. Probably before I actually head out to my doctor appointment, I'm going to get my Double or Nothing review up, and then pretty much going to be after I come back. We'll probably won't be back until probably like an hour before NXT. So we got that. So I'll do the Double or Nothing video early, then go to my doctor appointment, and then come back, watch NXT, and then I'll be back with another video. So probably a 2 for Tuesday on a Tuesday. Taco Tuesday! So, got that. So, 2 videos, hopefully tomorrow. So, NXT review coming up on the Peter Joseph channel, along with my Double or Nothing review. So, got that. And then, Wednesday, we'll see about Wednesday. I might do the rant about the ticket prices for Ticketmaster. So, I might do the rant then. And then that's probably going to be it. So, I'm probably going to be, you know, back to normal by Wednesday. You know, do Dynamite Wednesday night. Thursday, I'll do Ring of Honor TNA. Friday, we're going to do Rampage and SmackDown. Rampage at 6 p.m. It's not 7, but it's back to 6 again. 6 to 7. And then we got SmackDown Live at 8. And then Collision Sunday morning at midnight. That's going to be fun. Midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. That's going to be a late night. I'm not even going to review Dynamite until Sunday. Sunday afternoon before I go out for Sunday dinner. So, Saturday will just be, maybe if I don't get the TNA or Ring of Honor review up on Thursday night or Friday, I'll have that extra day to do that. I'll have all day to basically do TNA and Ring of Honor. Or just random videos if I felt like it. Or just take the day off some Saturday. We'll see what happens with that. Anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm about to pass out. So once again, 6.5 out of 10 stars for Raw. And that's pretty much it. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hit that subscribe button down below, like I said. And that's it. Until next time, my friends. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Cooch! And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn fucking bad. Because I'm better than all you combined. Because I'm way better than you combined, and you fucking know it. You can't do anything about it, even if you tried. So, stay jealous. All you fake people, stay jealous. All you other great people, stay sweet and stay sexy. All you ladies, you stay wet and sexy for me. And that's all I gotta say about that. And until next time, my friends, if you're not down with that, we all got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.